standing still. It's like you're stuck in a nightmare, but you keep doing it for the thrill. Well, this is reality, you only live it once, so wake up from your dream. But just for tonight, let the lines get blurred, let your thoughts be free, let your thoughts be free.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this live watch-along for us at FPL Juice. Oh, wait a minute, this is Elite FPL, isn't it? Yeah, forgot about that. Forgot that I was a member of Elite FPL for a second. Yeah, Steve. Yeah, it's a big game tonight. Legitimately a very, very, very big game tonight, because I wasn't going to be doing the stream unless Haaland was starting, and we found out roughly 20 hours ago. Found out about, I think it was about 5-ish, wasn't it? That it was announced that he was going to be starting. And yeah, officially he is starting. He's playing all the big guns: Alvarez, Foden, KDB, and obviously Haaland's back today, back after officially starting after, I don't know how long specifically it's been out for, but certainly a significant period of time. Obviously from my own personal standpoint, it is quite literally Haaland versus Kevin De Bruyne. Jason has Kevin De Bruyne, Mr. Reed has Kevin De Bruyne, I have Haaland, and other individuals obviously have Haaland as well. So it's going to be really interesting to see how he performs tonight, obviously. Pep Guardiola's literally just done an interview with Sky, just to give a few ideas as to why he's starting Haaland, and he's just basically said he needs a physical presence up top. So, yeah, it's going to be frightening. Let us know what you're thinking the scoreline's going to be in the chat. I am predicting 3-1 to Man City. Simply based on the fact that Brentford's games always seem to be high scoring at Brentford. So that's what I'm expecting tonight, essentially. So let us know in the chat what you're thinking of going with as well. And make sure during the watch along that you are asking questions, all that nonsense. Because the whole point in doing these watch alongs, and ironically the whole point in the YouTube chat league, is to actually for you guys to be interacting with me during these particular games, because obviously last season or the season before we were doing lots of live streams. Obviously unfortunately work dictates. What is Michael Antonio wearing? Get a grip of yourself. But yeah, obviously work commitments mean that the live streaming aspect of the watch-alongs doesn't exist as much as it used to, and I've always said that I want to make sure that we're live streaming specifically important matches, basically, which have an effect on mine and Jason's rivalry, or if it has like a major impact with myself and Jason versus whomever in the various mini leagues that we do. And this obviously tonight is very, very important. I did a Patreon podcast this morning about what I'm going to be doing with my team moving forward. I've already done a transfer, actually. I actually did it after I did the thing. I've written it all down on my notes. All got it on a planner. It basically means that I'm going to have 8 double game week players for Game Week 25. I just think there's more of an upside to just going with the 8 double game week players and removing, from my personal perspective, some of the crap that's in my team. So I've already done one transfer. I will be using my second free transfer either tonight or tomorrow. I'm just waiting on the price changing of certain players, whether it's coming close or not. But there is one transfer I don't think I am going to be doing. I don't really want to be doing a -4 this particular game week to get a particular player in. So I'm kind of going to be gritting my teeth with that particular transfer. But I'm happy with the other one, because the other one I have to do because this individual, one of them is going to be falling in price very soon and the other one's going to be rising. So I kind of need to do that transfer now. But certainly with the other 2 transfers, one of them is nowhere near rising and falling. And the other player, it's kind of like a 50-50. The player I want to bring in is more likely of rising. So, but I think I can just about hold off on that particular worry personally, as the individual that I'm wanting to bring in can wait. Essentially, they can genuinely wait. But again, unfortunately, with this game, it's sadly all down to the random price changing that's happening within this game, and it's just very frustrating that I think it was someone in the Discord, I'm sure it was, that said about the casuals. I mean, what the hell is a casual at the end of the day? I'm more of a casual than a casual. I suppose the non-committed players, like Mr. Reed, for example, he just openly admits, I don't understand why I don't move up in ranks. And I said to him, you're like Nick from FPL Juice. It's because you take too many hits. You bring in some brilliant players, but at what cost? You've done a -8, a -12, and then what that means is that the players that you've taken out, they then go and do something, and yeah, congratulations, your players that you brought in have done something, but actually it works out to be a lot worse than if you had just kept to the same, and it just goes on and on and on. So anyway, let's just see who's chatting. Oh yeah, no spoilers, else you will be banned. It's quite simple. In fact, mods, make sure you're doing your jobs tonight. So any spoilers, put people in timeout. Matt FPL, Podner, Bilal, I hope you are watching FPL Juice, because I think I name drop you about 40 times. Along with, talking of name dropping, Alex Volo as well, the genius that's coming up with our thumbnails of late. He came up with tonight's thumbnail. I literally, yesterday's one he did with Anthony Gordon, I was laughing my head off. But today's one, very, very clever. Very, very clever. Steve Sedman and Marcus. Bilal's thinking it's going to be 3-1. Marcus, 3-1. Scotty D, 4-1. 4-1. I don't think it's going to... Well, that's one more goal than me. I know that Firetog has gone with 2-1. History is suggesting a low-scoring game. In fact, it's actually favouring Brentford. So if you want to be 50p on Brentford, put 50p on Brentford tonight. Bilal saying I'm planning to have 8 to 9 double game weekers. What cost is that going to be for you? Philippe asking, is Haaland essential? No. That's literally Andy. Let's talk FPL. No. Yeah, Max Roberts saying, good evening, what has Antonio got on his head? I don't have a clue. He just looks like a moron. Mark Burns saying, I'm not interested in Patreon, still catching up on Sunday mornings. Mark, that $4.99 you may as well have just put in a bin. I'll be completely frank with you. You may as well have thrown the money in a bin. So, I'm telling you now, the best way to support this channel is Patreon. It's quite simple, really. What, no graphics? Jesus, I did not know you existed. Haven't seen you for a while. What does Jason always say? Must be having a good game week. And we're about to kick off any minute now, and the game is on a Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to ask. Who's actually relying on me for updates? That's the question. Who's relying for me on updates? And we've kicked off. Done. I know there will be people that are going to be like 30 seconds ahead of me and all that nonsense. Well, I've got an idea for you. Rewind the stream back. It's quite simple. Actually, no, you can't rewind the stream back because it's on Sky, isn't it? If you can pause it, I would just pause it. It's what I do with Mark Goldbridge. If he's 30 seconds ahead, well, he is. He's always like 30, 40 seconds ahead. I just make sure that I just rewind the stream back. It's the same with the volley. I just make sure that I go back. Bilal's saying, I've no issue with price changes because nowadays I take the casual approach to them, don't care about them and move on. But the problem is, though, is that it potentially means that you could be priced out of players that you want. That's the downside to it. There will be players that you want that you can't get to. I think it was Sim. It is, in fact, it was Sim on FPL Juice the other day. And essentially he is now being priced out of a move because a random player that he wanted in has gone up in price. And he was never expecting it to, and it means that unfortunately he can't get that player in. And this player shouldn't have even gone up in price, apparently. Haaland's just touched the ball, by the way. City are basically... I don't like... I'll be honest with you, I don't like watching Man City. I find them very, very boring. It does absolutely nothing for me whatsoever. And quite literally, it's just about, as we all know, controlling the game. And essentially not giving the opponent any ball. Well, here we go. There's a ball crossed in early and it's been cleared. Which is just typical as Brentford come on the attack. By the way, I'm in desperate need for Tony to do something tonight, preferably a goal, and Man City to do nothing. I'll take a 1-0 Tony goal as Tony gets the ball in, does well, finds Mopé, he's in the box, barged over by Rodri, and Man City get the ball back. Oh, Rodri loses it again. Brentford can play it around, back out to Tony. Tony crosses the ball back in. Oh! Just about gets cleared from Diaz. Cameron Ransom, I don't recognise the name. If you are brand new around here and you enjoy the content, make sure you're subscribing. What did I hear? Some very, very large content creator do, and it was nothing to do with FPL. He said the formidable line, make sure you subscribe, it really helps the channel. You've got 690,000 subscribers. I don't think any more is going to help you push out there. You're one of the biggest metal news content creators out there. Don't worry about it, mate. It helps the channel. Fuck off, does it? Helps independent content creators like us, but not the big ones. Evening, Adam. Evening, Scotty. Chucky saying, what shall I be expecting from Haaland, captain, KDB, Foden, and Tony? Well, Haaland's blanking because Jason brought him in for Cunha, so that means one thing, that Haaland will be doing nothing. Here is Walker at the Chile at the moment. He plays it into Foden. Foden gets it out to Vardiol, I think that is. I don't know any of the players' names, by the way. And now Man City are camped on the edge of Brentford's box here, and it's just going to try and find that way of finding a pinpoint pass into, well, the furthest forward at the moment is either Alvarez or, well, obviously Haaland at the moment. Bilal's saying he's going to be doing 2 -4s for most of that. Evening, Matthew Zaishi, Kick Your Ass TV. Harbour Boy's out on a run. Well, hopefully you're going to be out on a run for, what, an hour and 40 minutes? Actually, be longer than that. It'll be about an hour and 50 minutes. So, obviously, you're not watching it, so you're going to be relying on me. Do you know what I find funny whenever I'm listening into a watch-along? all you're wanting from the actual person that's doing the watch along is hearing the name of the players that you're talking about. But there's only so much that an individual behind the camera can say. So really it's reliant on you guys putting in the comments, keeping up the chat. But to be completely frank, oh my God, here's Haaland. Tries to find Phil Foden, but he feels like he was pulled back, which, to be fair, could have been given. It's been exactly 5 minutes. No effort on goal from anybody. The most, if anything, Brentford have threatened at most. But that was more of a Diaz potential mistake, but it's really come to nothing. Here is Diaz, funny enough, getting out to Walker. Walker into... Is that Alvarez? Being blocked off and going out for a throw-in for Brentford. Reguilon starting. It's the main thing. Well, Marcus is watching it at the same time, which is good. Blimey, Manchester Reds is here. Jesus Christ. It's a miracle. How can I hate women? My mum's one. Did you listen to that podcast about the gym goers in the Torquay Pure Gym? Just ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. What people are dressing like, specifically girls these days. Honestly, it is beyond parody. And of course, the stream crashes. Brilliant. So we're going to be even further behind with this. Oh wait a minute, it's all sped up. Here we go. Phil Foden plays it out wide to Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne puts a cross in, and there was no one there to get it too close to Flecken, and Flecken clears it quickly. Brentford on the attack at the moment. Ake clears, and it's back to Man City again. Harbour Boy's thinking, come on, Steve-O, tell me more about Haaland. Tell me more. Kevin De Bruyne is free. Can he put a ball in? He does. Haaland. Blocked. That's the first link-up play Kevin De Bruyne and Haaland have got. Or more specifically, have had. Blocked by whichever Brentford defender that was. Here's Vardiol. Into Alvarez. Vardiol again. Can he go for a shot? Haaland. Vardiol. Trying to squeeze it through. Gets blocked. And essentially, yeah, it's gone out for a Brentford throw-in. Ethan Rob Jones, Andrew Ferguson, afternoon. Did you listen to the podcast today, Andrew? Actual FPL chat, would you believe? I know, it's a miracle. Danny Boy's hoping for a Tony penalty tonight. Manchester Reds is saying he's hoping Haaland's quiet. Like I said, it's unfortunately because Jason got rid of Cunha for Haaland, you just know what's going to happen. Haaland's going to blank. Obviously, from my point of view, I'm hoping Haaland gets a goal and KDB does nothing. But, I mean, it's 7 minutes, coming up to 8 minutes now. And again, we've had one proper attempt on goal from a KDB cross into Haaland. It was blocked. And the other one was a bit of a mistake from Diaz. And potentially could have gone into his own net. But to be honest, it was dealt with perfectly fine. Connor saying, I've unsubbed from most big content creators. It's all the same with everyone. More product pushing and ads. Not really about the... Yeah, in fact, not really about the content anymore. That, I think, says everything, to be honest with you. You know, even on my YouTube feed, every single, for obvious reasons, wrestling channel has got the Vince McMahon picture and 5 things you need to know about this scandal and all this nonsense, and it's all the same. It's all the same. And that's the thing, like, I don't mind subscribing to big content creators. I've got no problem with it. But you can only really subscribe to 1, maybe 2, because like you've just said, it's literally the same content. There's no difference in any of it. Maybe just a slight different take. But truth be told is that I always say this with YouTube or podcasts or whatever, is that just find one that you really, really enjoy and just stick with it. There's no point in listening to... Is Alvarez with a shot? Oh, is that a save? No, it's wide. Alvarez with a long-range effort there, and he puts it wide. Vardiol getting it into Alvarez. Alvarez goes for goal. Oh, did he save it? It was saved. Yeah, it was saved. It looked like the shot was going to hit the post, to be fair. May could have squeezed in. We've got a corner for Man City. We have got a corner for Man City. And it is Kevin De Bruyne that's taken it. And it's cleared. It's been cleared. Bouncing all around the place. On a minute, it's still bouncing around. Is Rodri. Rodri out to Vardiol. Blocked. Another corner. Got another corner. What's that saying there? Is that a what? Is that a Let's Talk FPL? No, I have not. I don't. In fact, this is again, people, because I'm on an FPL channel, people think that I'm talking about FPL. I don't even, ironically, I don't even talk about FPL content creators. Like, you can think whatever you want, but because I don't watch any of it, I don't really have an opinion on it. I talk about wrestling content, or more specifically, fitness content on YouTube. I couldn't care less about the FPL stuff. No interest in it. Because as I said on, like I said on FPL Juice, I said on FPL Juice the other day, they're just saying what I'm saying, so I may as well just, it's just an echo chamber for me. There's no difference between what Andy says to what Focal says to what I say to what Planet FPL James says to what Raptor says to what FPL General says. It's all the same stuff. The only difference is that some people can articulate better than others. So, for instance, I'm rubbish when it comes to words, and you know, I'm not particularly that bright, but I'm still saying the same thing as what all other people say, which is, yeah, 3 Man City, have 3 Liverpool, and have Tony. And if you've got a Luton player, have a Luton player for the double game week. But oh, hold on a minute, Tony, go on, come on. Oh, Tony was put through, saved by Edison. Was he offside? Could he have done better? I think he may have been offside. Oh, he was off. He was offside. Was he offside? Yeah, he's miles off. Absolutely miles off. Chucky saying it's a shame the likes of Cunha and Haaland will be overlooked because of the number of doubles, but both in brilliant form. Yep. Well, Matty's got Haaland, and Jason did have Cunha. It's December the 6th, is it, according to Andrew Ferguson? That's what he's saying here. December the 6th is when he did something. Ramanathan, aren't you doing well in the Super Cup? The Super Cup you're doing well in, or one of the leagues? There's Phil Foden into Haaland. Haaland out to whoever that is. Save. Corner. Another save, another long-range effort. Man City are being restricted. It was from Alvarez. It just seems to be Alvarez just taking long-range shots at the moment. It's the only way they're getting through. They can't play their ticky-tacky football. So, essentially, they're having to take long-range shots. Kevin De Bruyne, ball cross back in. No. Come to nothing. You're going to get it back out to De Bruyne. Walker with a long-range effort. It's another save. Flecken. Was it on target from Walker? Big long-range effort here. Oh yeah, that was on target. Brilliant save. Who's got Flecken? Nobody. There'll be somebody that's got him in here right now. But Flecker with another save. I think that's 3 saves, maybe 4 saves already. Just saying here that he's got a 59% save ratio. Raya had a 77%. There we go. Diaz and Mopé having a conversation. That Mopé looks identical to someone I used to work with. Identical. And Mopé and Diaz are basically fine. I mean, that is ridiculous. That isn't football. That's just rugby. And in fact, that's American football. That is ludicrous. Walker back out to Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne crosses the ball back in. Going out for a corner. Good evening, animations. Brentford were one of just the 4 teams to beat Manchester City in the Premier. Yeah, I know that. Manchester Red saying, I miss your lives most of the time, but still enjoy watching the shows. Yeah, look, we try and do a minimum of 2 live streams a week now with the preview and Sunday surgery. Oh, and actually no, 3. Preview, Saturday night reaction, and Sunday surgery. This Saturday. Watch that episode today. You mean this Saturday? I can't. My sister. This Saturday I'm probably going to be doing 3 PM kickoffs. So I will get Alex Volo to do a thumbnail for that. So, and also just to let people know, Jason will be doing well, he says he will be, a Patreon podcast or video, probably a video, some point this week, talking through his work life at the moment and his commitments to that. And obviously his wife is going to be giving birth pretty much any time now. So Jason's probably going to be away for a period of time. That's not official, by the way, but he won't be as involved, I don't think, as normal because of the fact that he's having a new baby coming along. So yeah, it looks like I'll be doing quite a lot of solo work. But yeah, this week we're going to be doing, or I'm going to be doing 3 PMs Saturday. So there won't be any Saturday night reaction because obviously I'll have already done it, covering the games themselves. And tomorrow night I'm on FPL Juice. Saturday I'm on FPL Juice. And there's a small chance the following Tuesday I could be on FPL Juice. So yeah, a lot of streaming. But the only difference is when you're doing FPL Juice, because you're in a studio, it's a lot easier than just doing it sat in your bedroom. There's nothing happening, by the way, in the game. Absolutely nothing. I mean, Brentford are camped in well, they were. And now Edison can get rid of the ball at some point. Really, it's been quite I'll tell you what this game reminds me of. Very similar to Man United versus West Ham. Kind of the odd chance here or there, but nothing really of note. Just some long-range efforts from Alvarez and Walker, but really Haaland has been non-existent. Kevin De Bruyne has been on set pieces, and that's all you need to know. Foden, I haven't even noticed Foden, to be honest with you. In fact, Foden's been the invisible man. Ball floated over, that was shocking. Oh, Kevin De Bruyne's got the ball back, he's in the box, can he get a cross in? He does. Trying to find Haaland. It was a hopeful ball, and it's gone out for... Did it come off a Brentford defender? Or is it a goal kick? And it looks like it is going to be a corner. Another one. Is it going to be a corner? Yeah. Corner 2 came off Reguilon. AKA Cy Bellamy. The best. If you want to know what the best looks like, it's Reguilon. That's all you need to know. Well, Kevin De Bruyne is going to be taking the corner. Ball floated in, and it's way too far. We've ended. What? Are we still live? Please tell me we're still live. Are we still live? The internet's literally just gone down. Please tell me we're still live. Hold on. Mopay, go on. Yes! Mopay scored. Mopay has just scored. We are still live, thank God for that. Brilliant. I think Tony's got the assist. I didn't, to be honest, I was checking to see if this stupid stream was working. I think Tony's got the assist. I think. Don't quote me on that, but Mopay's got the goal. Mopay has just scored. But I think Tony's got the assist. You going to show a replay or? Let's find out. Here we go. Flecken with the ball over the top. Come on, Tony. Come on, Tony. Come on, Tony. Well, it could be a Flecken assist. If Tony didn't touch that, it could be a Flecken assist. Let's find out. Ball floated up to Tony. Did he touch it? It's a Flecken assist. For fuck's sake, man. Fucking prick. Great. Frick. Fuck's sake, man. Oh, the irony talking about Flecken. And he's just come up with an assist. Embarrassing. I hate it when you just have one differential, in this case on Jason, and he didn't even touch the blasted fucking ball. Fuck's sake. So annoying. Minute, how you doing in Sky? Crap. 200th, something like that. Some arsehole has somehow taken over me in the Burnley mini league. I don't actually understand how this has even happened, but he seems to be getting all the right captaincy decisions. It's just bizarre. But it's like a proper fight between me and him, to be honest with you. Like a proper fight. He's like, he was 40 points ahead of me. Then I went ahead of him. And then after yesterday, he went ahead of me, and I'm thinking, who the fuck did you even have in your pissing team? Go on! Oh! Haaland 1-on-1. Flecken again. De Bruyne. Alvarez. Save. Brilliant. Flecken's having the game with his fucking life. Oh, Haaland, you fucking bellend. He's putting them away last season. Ironically, it wouldn't have even been an assist for anybody. Fucking arsehole. I don't believe it. Ake's just passed it back. Mopay nearly latched onto it. Fucking hell, Blonde's here. That's a miracle. Good evening, Madeline Judah. PK7 saying enjoyed the pod today. I listened to it back. I did laugh at the bit about the attention-seeking slags. It's just ball played over the top from a Brentford player. Can he keep it in? He does. Oh, he just went out. I mean, I know I said I wouldn't mind Haaland and Kevin De Bruyne blanking, but I wanted Tony to do something tonight. Imagine it ending 1-0 and Tony doing nothing and could have got a touch on the blasted ball. Unbelievable. Denver saying that was an easy one for Erling Haaland. Yeah, that was an easy one. But it's at least a sight on goal, at least. But Brentford seem to know how to play against Man City. So far, right now, this is now 3 games unbeaten against Man City. 2 wins and a draw, as it stands right now. Connor saying, I think clubs and managers have figured out how to play against Haaland this season and he wants to play with the ball. Yeah. It's like with any... Hold on a minute. Ball lost. Ball played across. City. Got on long range shot. Oh, Vardy. Oh, he should have hit it first time. Saved again, Flecken. Well, Flecken's having the game of his life. It's like with every season, though, Connor. Lots of players or lots of teams. It's like take Luton as an example. They'll probably stay up, but next season, I bet they get absolutely annihilated, like Huddersfield the season, a few seasons back. Did really well to stay in the Premier League, then the following year got annihilated. Same as Blackpool. Same as Burnley, funny enough. Oh, here we go. It's all kicking off in the... Here we go. Mupay falling on the floor again. Is he going to get a yellow card here? What's he doing? He's holding on to... It's basically him and Diaz are basically just wrestling one another. It's pathetic. Really is pathetic. It's like American football. And I don't even know American football. I've never played it. I've never watched it in my life. How long's a normal American football game, Connor? 4 hours? Oh! Kevin De Bruyne... Ball in, close range effort from Ake, blocked. Christ all fucking mighty. And now City can just try and control the game again as is Kevin De Bruyne into Foden, Mr. Invisible. Here's Rodri, Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri, Diaz. Here's Silva. Ball crossed in. Nowhere there. No one there at all. Well, Brentford have got a plan. Brentford have got a plan. Rad's saying he's only got Alvarez in his team. I wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't worry about it. Animations thinking Tony gets something. Mark my words. An FPL game can last anywhere between 3 to 4 hours, and Ben Fella saying, yeah, 3.5, 3.5 hours. 3.5 hours. Forget it. Forget it. Haaland, Foden, Rodri, Silva. Can he find Kevin De Bruyne? He does. Kevin De Bruyne. Blocked corner. Here's about the 20th corner of the game so far. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, but the problem is, Andrew Ferguson, is the fact that when there is an opportunity for a team to take and they take it, it's really weird. It's like some mental block that Man City have got, where they, like you say, they don't concede that many chances, but when they do seem to allow one clear cut, Edison doesn't seem to be able to do anything. Albeit he couldn't have done anything then anyway. The game stopped. No. Here's Kevin De Bruyne again. Well, Kevin De Bruyne is doing well from a Sky team. Oh, here we go. Nothing. Shaggy saying Man City haven't scored on a Monday since 2020. How many games though have they played on the 2020? How many games have they played on a Monday since 2020? If it's like 20 games, then we've got a problem. If it's like 2, games are taking longer on TV because every time players pass, there's a timeout for media and commercials, which lasts 2 to 4 minutes. And a yellow card has been given to somebody for Brentford. A foul on Rodri, I think it's Jensen, I think. And the answer is, no, it's Mopay. Mopay has been given the yellow card there. Foul on Rodri. Let Foden take the corners. Foden. Any owners out there? Yeah, me. Invisible. I think he's touched the ball 5 times. That's as many saves as Flecken has made, to be honest with you. I mean, it's why I don't want him in my team. I want Kevin De Bruyne, but I can't get Kevin De Bruyne in for... Ooh, trying to squeeze through Brentford there. I'm trying to get Kevin De Bruyne in, but it's impossible at the moment. Talking to Phil Foden, he's done very well there, holding up the ball. Nowhere in a threatening position. He's in his own half, but... Oh, Alvarez there. Very deep. Just trying to look for Haaland there. Here's Walker. Plays it out to Silva. Kevin De Bruyne making a run. Yeah, he does. Tries it. We've got another corner. How many corners have we had so far? 8? 8 corners so far, maybe even 10. And they're all from the Flecken's left and our right. Kevin De Bruyne is going to be taking it again. He's going to take it short. I don't think so. He's going to put the ball in. That is one of the worst corners I've ever seen from a player of his ability. That was embarrassing. He just basically took it and landed at a Brentford player. What on earth was he doing? That is pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. It's 9 corners, is it? 9 corners for City. Wow. Animation saying Kevin De Bruyne isn't in my plans. Owners will feast during the double. Well, if you can get him in your team, Animations, I highly recommend trying to get him in. If you can't, you can't, but I can't. It's impossible. But don't worry though, it'll be 11.5 by the time the double comes around. Colm saying is, oh my god. Go on, take a long shot, somebody. Emerson's come out really far out. Yeah, Silva is. In fact, Silva's been more. He's been more lively than Foden. Or he's been more in the game, shall we say, than Foden. But truth be told, Brentford are doing a very, very good defensively. And is there is a player down for Brentford. Here's Silva right now in the box. Is he going to go for a shot? He can't get a shot. Oh, he has get a shot away. Did he go out for a? Did he chip it over? Mopay's complaining, why didn't you put the ball out? Ben Mees then basically telling him, don't worry about it. Play to the whistle, play to the whistle. It was Jensen that was taken down by Bernardo. It's like that yesterday. Who was it that went down and spent 45... Oh, it was Odegaard, wasn't it? He spent 45 minutes laying down, and it's just like, you're an embarrassment, mate. Just get up. Same as Zuma. Zuma in the Man United game gets a tiny little tap on his face, sits down for 40 minutes. Cretin. Oh, I still can't believe Tony didn't get the assist. Absolutely gutting. Yep. Haaland is 14.2 already. I know, it's embarrassing. I was listening to one of your podcasts about addiction and mental health and realised that FPL had a hook on me and I was addicted to the game to the point where it was affecting my mental health. Yep, there's about 10 people watching this and 8 of them have got that problem. It's quite simple. It's the problem with FPL is that it's very similar to betting in a way where you're quite literally just relying on certain specific outcomes, and you've always got the opportunity if you want to be changing whenever you can, and it has got that addictive behaviour. And of course a win is like the equivalent of winning a bet, but if it's like a real differential that pays off, that's like you winning like 100, 200 quid. Whereas like, you know, just some normal bet coming through where you win, like me yesterday with Cole Palmer, where I won a 45p profit, and it's just like, yeah, he's come through, who cares? Whereas if like when I did the game against Tottenham where it was Tony to score and Tottenham to win, because I got a sizable profit on that, it was like a real buzz. It was like, oh my god. And you kind of get trapped in this mindset of like, I want more, I want more, I want more. Since Mopé's goal, City have had 7 shots on goal, 4 on target. 76% possession. Well, that's obvious. I mean, whether it was Mopé's goal or not, it doesn't really matter. Since then, nothing was ever going to change. This game was always going to be the same. We're going to go for a long throw here. Ball launched in. Corner. Rodri cleared it. Or he had to clear it, to be honest with you. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know what it is about FPL and addiction and various other things. It's like I say, it's like with a lot of hobbies, to be honest with you. If you get a high from something, it just feels so bloody good. You just want more and more and more of it. And there's a lot of players just surrounding. Nah, it's come to nothing. Tony clasped him in his face. I mean, I don't know why. He's thinking that maybe he could have got something then. No. Came off a Brentford defender. Yeah, Cameron's saying that FPL is gambling at the risk of losing money. Unless you do a cash league, of course. So I don't think any does do cash leagues anymore, to be honest with you. Regulon with a cross in there, but Edison had to punch it away. Went through a load of players. I mean, that's a save from Edison at least. Got another corner. Well, I'm hoping Man City lose this based on yesterday with Liverpool losing. Wouldn't that be mad if Brentford were to get a result tonight? 3 games in a row where Brentford don't lose to City. Jonathan Homie, I'm glad you put this on. I'm not. I mean, the irony is, of course, is like I like it when others... The volley as an example. Connor's the volley live stream. I keep saying this, doing it is painful sometimes. Like today. If Tony had got the assist, I'd be a bit more cheerful, but he didn't. And it's just like, ugh. And the game's been pretty meh. It's not exactly been the most enjoyable, but as I keep stating, Man City games are very, very boring. Ball cleared. Brentford given a bit of pressure. Nothing too major. Ball out wide on the right hand side. Ball tried to be crossed in. Really, that was a terrible, terrible, terrible attempt to put the ball into a dangerous area. Very poor. Walker charging forward. Here's Rodri. Oh, he's just had a free flow movement there and he's just stopped it. But hold on a minute here, we can make up a bit more now. Here's Vardiol. Kevin De Bruyne is out on the left. Seems to have swapped places now. Here's Ake, Kevin De Bruyne. Into Foden. Here's KDB. Foden again. Ball played out to Silva and it doesn't get to him. And the best has just done really well. Oh, he's just taken it out. What a shame. Kind of saying I haven't touched sports betting and don't plan on to ever. I know people have gotten in big trouble and debt. Sports betting fine if you do what I do, which is, well, in your country, I don't know what 50p is, but I'm guessing it's like 50 cents. I don't know. $0.50. But, and I just do it on fantasy football betting, but doing what I saw the other day in the betting shop, it's just depressing. Just seeing people with like £20 notes. Oh, we've got... Jesus Christ, get him off. Ball played over from Kevin De Bruyne into Vardiol, and Vardiol goes to cross it, and it's just basically... Well, he may as well just kicked it into a... Well, he did. I think he literally kicked it out for a throw-in. I mean, admittedly, there was nobody there. I know he kicked out for a goal kick. There was nobody there to pass it to. Yeah, just seeing people that are like aged, oh, I don't know, in their like 50s and 60s, just with £20 notes and just like banging on the table the money and just going, we're not even saying anything. Edison's just made a mistake. Oh, God. Brentford player didn't do anything with it, though, to really challenge. Is City on a counter-attack at the moment. Is Kevin De Bruyne into Rodri. Rodri, can he set something up here? Can he find Walker or Silva? He does neither. Goes through the middle. God, for fuck's sake. Goes for the option after it was too many players in front of him. Well done, that man. But yeah, when you see the amount of people in the betting shop, even though betting shops are dead, but just the amount of money that they put on a horse. And there's me like putting 50p on or whatever. But I mean, even the guy behind the till was like, what, £5 a lot of money to you? And I'm like, yes, it is a lot of money to me. All my money does is go into food. Here's Ake. Can he go for a shot? Nope. He plays out wide to Vardiol. Can he get time to cross the ball in? No. What can Rodri do? Plays that out wide to... Is that Silva? Yeah, it's Silva. Silva to De Bruyne. De Bruyne, can he get across it? No, but he gets it to Phil Foden. Phil Foden into Rodri. Rodri trying to find Foden. It's all ticky-tacky, surrounded by Brentford players. Ball gets back to Foden. Foden, long-range effort. Could have gone anywhere, and it just squeezes out for a corner. It goes underneath Flecken. And by the way, if that had gone in, that would have been the most fortuitous Kevin De Bruyne assist on the planet. If it had gone in, it just squeezed underneath Flecken's legs, but luckily, it squeezed into Flecken. You just about got it away for a corner, but the corner's come to nothing. Here's Ake into Kevin De Bruyne. Lots of passing from City, as you can imagine. I mean, like, oh, Tony nearly cut that out then. Can they get an early crossing? Here's Silva. On the left-hand side of Brentford's, but my right-hand side is Rodri. Can he get an early crossing, Silva? No, he can't. Here is Foden. Out to Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne do something. He goes for a shot. Corner. How many saves has Flecken made? Seriously. Patrick saying, how have Kevin De Bruyne, Foden and Haaland been? Foden's been non-existent apart from literally just then. Haaland's been non-existent. He had a 1-on-1, but he fluffed it. Of course he did. And KDB's just been all over the place on every single set piece, just doing his usual dictating of play and everything. And we've got another corner. Kevin De Bruyne swings it out, gets to Silva, half volley. Comes off the back of the Brentford player. Corner taken short. Kevin De Bruyne, can he get a cross in? He does. Cleared. Kevin De Bruyne then fouls a Brentford player. It's a free kick. And then he starts screaming into Jensen's face. Is he going to get a yellow card for that? He won't, but he's not happy with that. And he did tell the referee then to fuck off. Give him a yellow. Actually don't, because he's my captain in Sky. Still shouting at the referee. Still shouting. Yeah, so basically Foden and Haaland have been anonymous. That's all you need to know. Three minutes of stoppage time. We've already played a minute. PK77, are you at least enjoying your time off work? Yes, because I get to go to FPL Juice. I don't think people understand how much I actually like going to the FPL Juice studios, because it's a fucking studio. Like, people may watch it and be like, thinking whatever you may think, but the fact that it's in a professional studio is just something to be envious of, and I am envious of it. And it's just so good to be there, because the atmosphere is just... Whoever's there, well, obviously it's always going to be James, and if Jesse's there, Jesse's there. But you feel at home and at ease, and then when Ash and Nick arrive, you are then greeted with like you're a member of their family. This isn't just me, this is anybody. Same with Tom. All really, really, well, in the words of Vinnie Jones, Ross Kemp in Extras, they're really nice people. We've got a goal. Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, it's Foden. Foden scores. Kevin De Bruyne won't be getting the assist for that. He put a ball in. It bounced. In fact, let me just watch this. This could be the most jammiest FPL assist on the planet. So Kevin De Bruyne did take a shot. So he takes a shot now. Oh, no, it's going to be just a Foden goal. It's no assist. It's going to be a Foden goal only. So Foden has just scored. 1-1. That's very unfortunate for Brentford, but let's get real here. If it wasn't for Flecken, Man City would be at least 2 or 3 up by now. But the problem is they concede in the 47th minute and 19th second. Ugh, horrible. What a horrible goal to concede. Well, at least this will liven up the game a bit. At least when we get into the break, we can actually... Pep Guardiola can really start laying into his players and really get the most out of them. It's a great... Oh, God, here we go. Kevin De Bruyne, 1-on-1 at the moment. Can he find Haaland? He tries to. Very, 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 very good cross, but very good defending by Ben Mee, I believe that was. In fact, I don't know if that was Ben Mee or not, but that was excellent defending by the centre-back. Outstanding defending. Brilliant play by De Bruyne there. But that's the end of the half. It is 1-1. Phil Foden scoring in the last minute of extra time. Just insane. Absolutely insane. Rad is saying there, got rid of Foden and scores. Why would you? Because you were scared of pet roulette. That's just mental. There's no way in hell Elite FPL is getting a studio unless people sign up for Patreon. best way to support the channel, just sign up to Patreon. While we're at a break at the moment, while you're going out for tea, biscuits, any of that nonsense, make sure you are hitting the like button. If you are brand new around here, make sure you're hitting the subscribe button. At least hit the like button. Come on. And yeah, if you are interested in signing up to Patreon, by all means. It's the only way you can support the show today. Fire Talk saying, is the Juice studio room in his house? No, it's it's in a building that's like the equivalent. It's like on top of a cafe. It's fucking beautiful. I may tomorrow do a studio tour. And just kind of give you guys a night. Guys, God, I know Jason says it a lot as well. I genuinely cannot stand that terminology, guys. I just find it so patronising. But anyway, so yeah, it's essentially a 1-bedroom flat turned into a beautiful studio. But there's like 3 studios there, and then obviously you've got the all the computer systems and everything behind the scenes that actually control what's going on. So yeah, it's just brilliant. It's absolutely outstanding. I wonder if I can. Have I got it on here or not? I don't think I have. Brilliant. I haven't even got it on there. I can't even change the screen on this bloody thing here. It's brilliant, isn't it? I think when people watch you live on FPL Juice, PK7 is saying, it's actually quite apparent how much you enjoy it, and it's as if you feel at home. It's because I'm basically sat in a comfy chair, not having to talk, and because you're just being asked some basic questions. And the thing is, like, you take last night as an example when me and Jason were streaming. The problem is that my internet was terrible. In fact, last night, literally, all I kept hearing was but, and I'm just there sat like, well, that doesn't happen 1-to-1 in person, does it? It's the same as animations or Matty FPL that are on. All I kept hearing was so I was thinking, it's just shit. And it's just extremely frustrating when at my end I'm thinking, oh God, do I have to restart the bloody laptop? Or am I lagging on the stream itself? Are people even hearing what I'm saying? It becomes quite stressful. But when you're in a studio setup where you've got quite literally someone doing everything for you in James, then all you've got to do is just go and chat. That's it. You're not relying on anything other than obviously the conversation pieces that are going on. So yeah. Podner saying FPL Juice is a business, not a hobby. No, it's a hobby. As of now, they're not making any money. All the money goes into their audience, so they pay for all the prizes so all their membership money goes to all the prizes that they give out, and their prizes are absolutely insane. They're absolutely insane. So is it in a busy area of London? Yeah. Well, the actual area is busy, and getting there, it takes me approximately, well, take tomorrow as an example. It's going to take about 45 minutes to get there. It's only 8 miles away. 8 miles away. It's going to take 45 minutes, and the journey is just shit. It's just, once you get to a certain spot, which is over the bridge that's over near Brent Cross, you are just plodding along in a 50 zone at 10 miles an hour. Oh, it's just pants. It's absolute pants, but I'm just grateful that one, it's a really easy journey, and I mean a really easy journey, and two, I get to park for free, and that's in London. Talking of easy journeys, I was taken on a tour of a very posh, expensive houses today by Mr. Reed. We met up for, fish and chips. Well, I have my usual 3 large battered sausages and chips. I even had his fish cake, but it's a bit annoying because I'm on a diet. I'm legitimately on a diet at the moment. That really today just went out the room today. But anyway, and he just decided, I'm just going to take you on various areas where certain famous celebrities live, like where Ricky Gervais lives, Steve Merchant, where Coldplay studio is, and various other people. It was genuinely really, really enjoyable, but he was giving me, I said to him, you're giving me trauma though, because driving around the areas which he was, it was all the areas which I would used to do delivering for Tesco. And I was just thinking about like how much I hated driving in those particular areas, and because they're such tight, windy roads. It's horrible. But yeah, I had a really good afternoon. I went to London Zoo, and unfortunately, they haven't even opened up the brand new reptile house, which has been like that for a year. They started it, I think it was like this time last year, they started construction on it. The construction work and everything's done, but it's still not open to the public because they're trying to get the animals to acclimatise to whatever has to happen in the reptile house. And yeah, none of the animals were out about or anything, and because of my foot, it was just doing my nutting walking on it. So I'm just like, I'm going. I was there for 40 minutes. The only good thing, it was dead. Podner saying, sorry, Colm is saying, Podner, launch Pod Studios is the business. FPL Juice is a slight hobby that is helped by all the other podcasts they use. Yeah. Do the job for me. Harbour Boy literally just answered that. Steve Miller saying Juice is not for me. Why not? It's literally Elite FPL. In fact, it is just a studio-based version of Elite FPL, to be completely honest. I mean, if you don't like it, fair enough. There are certain things that you may like, which I don't, but certainly to say that I'll just stick with you guys, I just think, yeah. Anyway. Hello, Ray. Ray saying, gutting that Man City goal. I'm happy with it as a Foden owner, but unfortunately there are lots of people that own Foden, so it's really done nothing. I'm more gutted, Ray, about the fact that Tony didn't touch the ball for the assist. That's what's hacked me off, to be completely frank, because I need Tony to do something tonight, but unfortunately, the one differential I have in this case on Jason, nothing. So I'm kind of hoping that Tony does get through something today, but the way the game's going now, I think that City are going to eventually end up winning 2 or 3-1. I'm probably going to go with 2-1. And that means Firetog then goes ahead of me in the score predictor. Brilliant. Maestro saying Fleckenern's turned into prime Buffon. To be fair, the shots that he's had at him aren't exactly unsavable. They were all pretty simple saves. It's just the fact that, unfortunately, he's literally done what he needs to do as his job. Annoyingly. Matthew Zaishi saying the 406 is a nightmare to drive through. I drove on that for a job going to a prison, and I absolutely detested it. Mainly because it's like 50 down to a 30, and I mean literally the speed limits. It's like 50 down to a 30, then a 40, then a 50, then a 40, then a 30, then a 50. It just does my head in. These areas in London which change the speed limits like that, and of course they got a camera there. Of course they have. It's the one thing I hate about having to drive in London, but I am seriously considering getting a pedal bike. I don't want an electric bike. I don't want a scooter. I just want a pedal bike. I said to my housemate what he thinks about that idea and everything. He said it's a good idea because I live nearby to where I work, and it means that I'm saving my car because I had to spend nearly 200 quid on my car to get fixed, because basically, as I've known all along, the car hates just being in second gear. It's very I say very rare. I can just about get into third gear, but then after about 0.2 seconds I've got to drop down to second because some piece of fucking shit is too scared to drive at 22 miles an hour. All these idiots are driving at 16 miles an hour and stuff. It's just fucking insane. I always make the point, if you're not confident driving, just don't drive. I know it's a convenience thing, but Animation saying I had a McDonald's today. I should definitely cut down. I don't really go to, well, I say I don't go to fast food restaurants. Whenever I go back to Devon, I always make sure I get a Burger King. But certainly, I try and avoid fast food as much as I can. McDonald's, I don't know, it's just, compared to Burger King, it's fucking terrible. Shagger saying, interesting that FPL not giving the goal or assist yet. Well, there's no assist. There's definitely no assist. They can't give an assist for that. In fact, I'm just seeing it there. Is that Nickel James for an FPL Juice slagging you off, and you? And Steve-O, what were the Elite FPL community saying? Just saying FPL Juicer. Slugs. Did you defend them? If I had done. Fucking ridiculous. You'll be happy to know that I've just written my notes. You probably even saw it on Twitter. For Extras episode 1. Shall I just read them out? This will pass 10 minutes. A war-torn country scene we immediately see as acting. All three of the main characters in Greg, Andy and Maggie are all together. Ben Stiller tells us why he's making the movie. Why am I making this movie? Yeah, sure, you look at me and think, that's the guy that was in the film Meet the Fockers. Ben's getting frustrated by Goran. Andy doesn't understand why Goran's getting everything for him. Andy and Maggie are clearly friends. Maggie meets a guy and talks about how she's supposed to be getting supplementary performance and acting fee. That's literally one of my favourite scenes. In fact, if anybody listens to the Total Seether podcast, it's pretty much what happened between me and Ashley. And we're about to kick off, so there we are. That's Extras episode 1, series 1. There's about 4 different fast food places in my town on every corner, and we've just kicked off. Everything from McDonald's to Wendy's. Every time I hear the word Wendy, I literally just do Cartman when he's having a rivalry with Wendy, and they end up fighting. It's that South Park. I'm not like its biggest fan because a lot of the episodes I think are just terrible. But as I keep saying, South Park has got some absolute golden episodes out there, and that one is one of them. Wendy, can I have a word with you, please? I just want to say I'm sorry. Don't tell me, tell everybody else. If it kicks off, you lot have got to get out. I don't want you getting hurt. It's just mental. What I always find funny about that scene is, like, obviously the cameras are secretly filming David, but they would have all seen it. Imagine that, like, your workplace is being documented. And, like, at first it's going to be weird, but then you're going to get used to the cameras being there. And it would end up with, like, certain members of staff slagging you off. And you find out, like a year later what goes on. It's why I don't particularly like the, one of many reasons why I don't like the American Office, but it's just too sitcom-y for me. There's like about 400 different camera angles. I was hoping actually that in fact one of the reasons why I actually checked out The Office US is because of Hello Ladies, and I thought the humour was going to be very similar to Hello Ladies because I knew Steve Merchant was part of some of the episodes, in the sense of written some of the episodes for the American Office. As a ball played across for Brentford here. Again, the game's just started off as it ended, really. It looks like City are trying to get that second goal as early as possible. That's what it seems like. Which is stating the bloody obvious, to be completely frank. But here is Rodri on the ball. But yeah, I was hoping that the humour and everything would be very similar to Hello Ladies, but unfortunately Rodri with an effort blocked. That would have been good for Sky. Sky. No way. Really? Did you say hello to him? You'll have to tell me tomorrow about... Did you meet him? That's brilliant. We saw his house today. Mr. Reed took me to his house. And we also saw he also took me to the spot where Derek was fit. Well, more specifically, the very last scene in Derek Series 1, Episode 6, where he meets his dad. And I was like, oh my God, yes, this is the place. It's really weird, like, seeing it in... It's like whenever I've seen the Bill location, City on the attack, can we get a shot on goal? No. Blocked again. It's really weird seeing, like, locations in the Bill in person, because it's a lot smaller than what you think it would be. Like, there's this one particular place in East London, Brentford in the box at the moment, defended well, cleared for a throw-in. Yeah, there's this one particular scene that in real life, in the Bill it looks absolutely ginormous, but in real life you're like, oh, is that it? So yeah, I know Gervais is quite a small bloke as well. He must be, what, 5'7", 5'8"? I literally would, honestly, if I was to meet Ricky or Steve, I'd be fucking shaking. I'd be so nervous. In fact, to be honest, it's very similar to like the FPL meets. I get very nervous when meeting certain individuals that obviously that I know that I've been listening. Like when I met James from Planet FPL, that was one of those moments where I was like, hello. It's ridiculous. The thing is, when you've been listening or watching these people they've been like part of your life for, oh my God, City on the breakaway attack, can they oh, God. Well, Brentford now on the counter-attack. Here's Tony. Can he get a ball across? Oh, bloody, he wasn't running quick enough. Well, it's Phil Foden. Ball played across to Kevin De Bruyne, but it's been blocked out, gone out for a throw-in. In fact, even when I met the FPL Juice lads for the first time at their five-a-side tournament, when meeting Ash and James and everything, it was just so weird in the sense of like, it's you. You're the guy I listen to when I'm doing bins. This is amazing. 10 minutes later, I'm presenting the show. Even when I met Yelena, it was so weird because I'd seen her on the stream so many times. And it's funny because when you do, I'm not going to lie, there are certain individuals that you just like, yeah, I don't really want to ever talk to you again. But the majority are actually really down-to-earth people that you can just chat with like that. I think also the fact that once you start getting away from the FPL chat and you start talking real life, that's when it gets a bit more interesting. In fact, talking of real life, tomorrow I'll be recording the first ever tangent podcast for FPL Juice. Nick wants to do a podcast with me. Basically, it's just going to be a total Steve-O podcast. It's just interviewing members of the FPL community, but it's not going to be anything to do with FPL. It's just talking real life. And if you are still here, James or Nick, legitimately, I've told Jason it's unlikely to happen with his new baby on the way, but he wants to be part of I told him to be part of your Traitors game show. I've literally told him to sign up. But I don't think he will because he's, well, will anybody recognise this joke from Bo Selector? I'm having a baby. You don't understand, I'm having a baby. Oh, and that's another thing about being in the studio as well, is that you can talk at a normal level. In my bedroom, I can't talk or shout. We got a goal. Kevin De Bruyne assist. Phil Foden goal. Kevin De Bruyne assist. Phil Foden goal. Damn. Good cross. Phil Foden in the right place at the right time. What did I say? Every time I say, if you think a player is good captaincy choice and they blank, you watch them the following game. Well, who did we captain last week? Phil Foden. What did he do? Epoxy assist. This week he gets 2 goals. That's a peach of a cross from Kevin De Bruyne. Yeah, that's brilliant. I mean, there's no one even marking him. I mean, he got away from his defender really, really well and found some nice space. But yeah, 2-1. All the players, Kevin De Bruyne. Of all the fucking players. God. Fire talk, those who bench Foden? Who on earth bench Foden? If anybody benched Foden, Animations did. Why? Oh yeah, you had about 50 other players to play, didn't you? Another Hoops. Blimey, I haven't seen that name for a long time. Patrick saying, do you call Mr. Reed when you're in person? Oh yeah. Of course I do. The only reason why I call him Mr. Reed is because I knew so many Nicks. I was just basically calling him by their last. It's like Dan Bull. I call him Mr. Bull. Because that's all we'd say whenever we'd see him out and about. It's Mr. Bull. Actually, I think it was Sai that... I think it was Sai that called him Mr. Bull at first, and so did his brother Dale. And I just kind of like copied it, basically. So, yeah, I don't really... It's like when Mr. Reed sees me. he always says to me, like, it's really weird seeing you because... Go on! Oh. It's really weird seeing you because I'm so used to seeing you on because I only see him like once every 6 months, something like that. Oh, what I'd do for a Haaland goal. Oh yeah, what would you do? Nothing. I wouldn't do anything. Relic returns saying, let's talk FPL bench Foden. That's true, yeah, that's... but again, the reasoning is there. I get it, but... Andrew Ferguson saying, a bench Foden, I don't own De Bruyne. I'm telling you, you may as well turn the stream off then. I would. I'd just be like, fuck this, get this crap off. But you're lucky because you can do that. I can't. De Bruyne... Oh... PK7 saying, off topic, but did anybody ever used to watch the Masters Football 5-a-side show? I always remember my dad watching it, would love that TV to come back. I have no idea what you're talking about. Are you on about the... Is that the Sky thing where it was older players that are retired but played a 5-a-side thing? Is that what you're on about? To De Bruyne, please. Oh. Foden there's trying to get a hat-trick now. I wonder if Foden does get a hat-trick. That'd be 3 hat-tricks this week. Oh no, it wouldn't be. What am I? Another hoop saying, yep, he remembers it. Ray Koreshi remembers it. Rob Jones saying, whilst at Butlins this week, Foden, little kickback to Alvarez. Is Rodri, out to Vardio, out to Ake to De Bruyne to Walker. And now I just got to play it around. Whilst at Butlins this week, I met an elderly gentleman who plays FPL and triple captain Watkins this week. The irony is that he's a Sheffield United fan and said, well, at least I got something from that game. It's mental, isn't it? He must have, I mean, again, not insider knowledge, but fan knowledge goes a long way. And if he really did think that Aston Villa were going to have some fun, then it's like me when they talk about Burnley. It's like this game against Liverpool, we're going to get fucking annihilated. 5 or 6-0. Steve, you just have to accept that some days you are the pigeon and some days you are the statue. Well, yeah. I just need Haaland to do something. Now it's just, come on, get Haaland to do something, please. Well, if you are happy that Haaland has done nothing, why not hit the like button? If you are happy that Kevin De Bruyne has done something, hit the like button. Just hit the like button. But I don't think Haaland's going to be getting anything today. He's been completely isolated. He had a one-on-one opportunity and he didn't do anything, so... Another hoops, what are your plans on Liverpool players, Darwin or Jota? Well, I've got Jota, I've got Alisson, and I'm bringing in Trent. So that is literally my plan. Trent, Jota and Alisson. I'm not bringing in Darwin because I've got Tony, Haaland and Watkins, and I essentially don't want to be getting rid of blank players, or non-blank players. I've already done one transfer already. I'm not revealing who it is, but Tony, go on, put it in the back of the net. Tony with a deflected effort, and then whoever that was Is that Norgard? Norgard, block shot. If he had scored that, would have been a Tony assist. Would have been a Tony assist, an FPL assist. Animation saying Haaland hasn't impressed him. Think I may avoid him for Everton. Well, Haaland's just done what Haaland does. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're not impressed by him, I'm not going to disagree with you. In fact, I do agree with you, but this is what Haaland does. I mean, I was going to say if he gets an opportunity, he scores. Well, he's already had an opportunity and he completely failed miserably with that. By the way, I wonder what the bonus points are like at the moment. It's got to be, Foden's going to be top, we know that much. And I'm assuming KDB he's got to be on 2. Yeah. No. Oh, wow. Foden 3, Flecken 2, De Bruyne on 1. But it's very close between him and Mopé. But I'll tell you what, if Brentford were to score... but that Kevin De Bruyne assist, God, as beautiful as it was, hard to take. Hard to take. I'm just going to quickly look through, if I can, the Trophy League for a second. And basically, yeah, Ben's actually here. Well, he was. Oh, Mopé, blocked by Silva. I'm sorry, Vardiol. Same person. Ben's got Foden and De Bruyne, but he captained Watkins, so like Ben's having a stormer this week. Firetog, again Foden and De Bruyne. Lewis, yeah, Foden, Haaland, captain, and Alvarez. Well, Alvarez is doing nothing in this game. Complete waste of space. And then finally, who's 4th spot? David in the Trophy League. He's only got Haaland. So Foden is killing David, basically. Oh, can't say that word, can you, anymore? He's unaliving him. I mean, that I don't know whether people are aware or not, but you're now not allowed to say the word kill. You have to say unalive. That's how ridiculous algorithms and anything to do with social media is these days. You have to make words up so you don't say certain things to get... just ridiculous. Another hoop saying guaranteed now Haaland hauls against Everton. Rodri, another save from Flecken. PK7 saying Warzone streamers must struggle and they can't say kill. I don't know the ins and outs of it. I just know that if you hear people saying unalive, it's because it's a blocked word or something. It's just insane. What's that animation saying? What? Warzone is boring. Haven't touched it in forever. To be fair, Warzone... I mean, I can only comment on the fact that I watch a stream. Oh, Haaland into Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne has just completely done nothing with that. Here's good old Tony. Oh, Kevin De Bruyne into Haaland. Oh, God, it's just too many defenders. I needed Tony actually assist. I just realised. Because it would have blocked off Jason at least. We would have just come out on top of this even. So actually, Jason's going to get what? 3, 4, 5, 10, 12 points from tonight. Whereas I'm going to get an extra 2. We've got a Brentford in the box. Is Mopay? Oh, so Jason's going to get 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. That's 12. Whereas I'm getting 4. So Jason's beat me by 8 points. Tony with a half volley there. He should have. I think a player of his quality should be hitting the target with that and scoring. Ball came over the top, lands at Tony, and he volleys it over. He should be scoring that. Here we go. Ball comes over the top. It's a difficult technique to have, but I think a player of his quality should be. It went over his foot, and he puts it well over. Yeah, so I'm missing out on 8 points from Jason. Tony still has time. He does have time, yes. Jason will end up on like 50-ish points. Well, at the moment, he is on... He's on 60. He's on 60, so he's going to have 62. He's going to get 62 points. But his players tonight have got... His differentials are... Well, it's going to be 12 points. Whereas mine is 4. Is Alvarez at the moment. Can he find Foden? Nope. Tries to find Rodri. Tries to get it to De Bruyne. They get the ball back. Here's Walker into Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne back out to... Yeah, now they're just going to play it around. Now they're just going to play it around. I just want to say a quick thank you as well to all you guys that do participate on the Discord. I could be completely wrong, but it turns out that Elite FPL Discord is the second best Discord from an FPL point of view. It's just crazy. So it's just a testament to you guys that use the Discord. You are number 2 behind Focal. So FPL Focal's Discord is only just, by the way, he's just beating the Elite FPL Discord. And we're also apparently in a 2024 FPL podcast list. I don't even know how this is even possible. Of 50 FPL podcasts, we are the 20th best one, apparently. It's just insane. Oh, Vardiol just over Haaland's head. Oh, God damn it. A Patreon Discord. Oh, he's got a goal. Foden. Hat-trick. Just as I'm reading a comment, Foden's just got a hat-trick. Don't know who got the assist. I'm not going to read the chat. That's extraordinary. That's mental. I have no idea who got the assist. Oh, Haaland's got the assist, I think. He's just said Haaland did a layoff. That's all I heard. Haaland did a layoff. Haaland assist. Oh my goodness. How lucky is that? How How lucky is that? Haaland assist, Foden goal. Wow. That's just... well, that's very fortunate. I mean, it's a brilliant layoff. Brilliant finish by Foden. Oh, this is fantastic. Well, from a Sky point of view, this is absolutely incredible. Now we just need a Haaland goal. And we've got a substitution. Akanji has come on for Silva. Akanji has come on for Bernardo Silva. Sorry, Doku. Same person. Doku has come on for Silva. Bloody hell, Geordie Kev's here. Mate, welcome. When are we going to be getting you back on the Sunday surgery again? We're missing your Newcastle tones. Well, quite literally, your Geordie tones. Oh, hold a minute, 3-1. That means, hey, Firetog, that means that I've got the score prediction right again. Apparently I know nothing. Have you looked at the stats, actually, Firetog, regarding the how many games that we've got exact and how many are close and everything? It's fucking mental. How well we're doing in Super Brew. Like, we're doing really well in Super Brew. But yeah, Geordie, we need to get you on again. The one thing that always sticks in my mind is obviously when Aguero had his penalty save and your line is like, he has as well. Again, I can't really do it too loud, but it's not 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But going back to PK7, is there a Patreon Discord? No. You just, I don't know how it works. You have to speak to Jason, but basically he can link it up and then you can just be part of the Discord chat, which is it's just in the members chat. So if you're a member of YouTube or you're a Patreon, essentially you get access to the members chat on Discord. Pretty much. Are you beating Andy? Let's talk FPL in the Sky game. I heard him mention he's doing well. I don't know where he is. I generally don't know where he is in the world. But his mate, Luke. Hello, Fantasy World Order. Luke, his really genuinely his close friend. He was yesterday 15th. 1-5. 1-5 in the world. And he's like one of the best players that plays Sky, apparently. So he's never won it. He's come close to winning it. I think he was like top 3 at one point. But I'm just going to quickly check actually on Sky just for a laugh. Where I am. I don't know where. If anybody knows where Andy is, and if Andy may be watching, unlikely. I say unlikely. He generally does watch the show. Oh wow! I've moved up to 140th, and I'm back to top spot in the Burnley Mini League. Thank God. Finally back to top spot in the Burnley Mini League. Been top for like majority of the season, and incredibly, De Bruyne, bloody hell, Foden is on 23 points. Wow. I bet there's going to be somebody that's captained him on Sky tonight. 23 points. I captained De Bruyne. That's like stuff of dreams I'm made of. That's crazy. That's absolutely mental. 23 points. How? So it still hasn't. Is De Bruyne into Doku? Doku. Oh, there's no Haaland there. So bonus points as it stands. Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne is going to get 1 point. Kevin De Bruyne will be getting 1 bonus point. Blast. Blast, blast, blast. But that's what Kevin De Bruyne... I need now Tony to do something, to be honest with you. I need him to do something. How many points am I on? Oh, 80. Fantasy World Order. How's your work break? It's been okay. I haven't really rested, to be honest with you. I've been back and forth to London and Devon and doing various other travelling, and really I just need to rest, but I just hate resting. I can't stand it. I find it too boring. I just like doing something, keeping my brain active. Bloody hell, Geordie Kev saying that Andy was like 50th. It's just ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Kicker saying didn't get a notification that you're not streaming. What a surprise. that doesn't... Oh, Tony, if only that idiot Ake wasn't there. Oh, if Tony just to get something, anything, would be a miracle. Because if he does, I think then Kevin De Bruyne could be knocked off the bonus points if Brentford were to score. By the way, if it ends up 3-1, that's another match where in the last six... In fact, let's just have a look, shall we? For a laugh. Ooh! Who was that then? Norgard again? Yeah, Norgard with a header. Saved. So Brentford at home in the last 7 fixtures, including today. Oh, for fuck's sake. They have been... This is Brentford's fixtures at home. 3-2. 4-1. 2-1. 3-1. 1-0. 3-2. And now 3-1. So basically, if Brentford are at home, it's going to be a high-scoring game. Can you guess who the lowest 2 scoring teams were against Brentford? That's right, 2 of the best teams in the league, Arsenal and Aston Villa. Arsenal beat them 1-0, Aston Villa 2-1. Brentford on the counter-attack at the moment, but there's no one in the box, so a wasted opportunity there. There's absolutely nobody in the box whatsoever for that. I was going to say to you, Connor, why aren't you watching Chain Wrestling? Then I realised that you must have seen it on X. Sai's daughter is having a baby today. She's the best is coming off, so Sai's coming off, and on comes somebody I don't know. Yeah, because normally Chain Wrestling are live now, aren't they? But Agier's come on for Sai. But obviously his daughter's having a child, so... Matt Henley saying there's been 45 goals scored this game with Yana. Yeah, I don't know the exact maths. Let's have a look here, shall we? 8, 9, 11, 19... 45 goals. Here's Kevin De Bruyne charging forward. They're calling for a penalty, Brentford. It'll probably go to VAR, I'm assuming. And Kevin De Bruyne's just played it back. So I don't know if they're going to be checking VAR, but Doku's about to kick the ball out, which he has done because there's a player down. Let's find out if it could be a penalty or not. What do we reckon? What do we reckon, chat? it's not going to be a penalty anyway. It was outside the box, and basically Emerson has just basically should have done what Alisson should have done what Edison just did just now. When when Martinelli scored that goal, when he was just basically let through. Alisson should have just barged him out of the way. That was Van Dijk. Should have barged Van Dijk out of the way. Anyway, yeah, 45 goals scored. So chain wrestling, essentially chain wrestling just challenge on Alvarez there, could have broken through potentially. Chain wrestling, basically the format to the show is they do a non-wrestling topic, which if you follow them on X, or if you follow me on X, I actually retweeted them for once, but Kyle Walker's getting in a bit of heat. He's going to get a yellow card surely for that. Yep, Kyle Walker's about to get a yellow card. Is he going to get a yellow card for dissent? Is he going to get booked? You going to book him, referee? He's basically screaming in the fourth official's face. The referee's face. No, nothing. No. But if it's the start of the season, he would have just gone, yep, yellow card. Hypocrites. Yeah, so they'll do a non-wrestling topic. So this week it's things that you just don't understand why people like it. So, for instance, in my case, I don't understand how people like Afterlife. And I said various other... Yeah, I said loads of other ones as well. And then they just talk about the wrestling match, which was voted for by us. So this week they're covering some match from 2004 from TNA. A cage match, I think it is. And... yeah, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of nonsense chat as well. I'm not going to pretend that there isn't, but just check them out. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Animations have turned the game off. I don't blame you. Ironically, it's when it's actually it's probably at its best. Patrick Corbett is doing very, very well this year, like very well. He's hoping for a Kevin De Bruyne goal. Well, I'm not. I'm needing a Haaland goal. Big Green back inside the top 250, but Kevin De Bruyne goal and I could be top 100. Well, I need Haaland. Well, like we all do. I need Haaland to score desperately. Apparently, Elise is facing a minimum of 2 months out. Brilliant. That's good for us when we play them in 2 weeks' time. Ben Feller agreeing that should have been a yellow card. Completely agree. I don't understand why the referee didn't book. And it looks like Man City are keeping on all their big boys. I don't think Kevin De Bruyne or Haaland will be taken off. No, it's definitely not Bully Ray versus Jeff Hardy. It's It is... Alvarez. Oh, another save from Flecken. Another save from Flecken. Couldn't make it up. The match was... For God's sake, where is it? Oh, a Triple X, Most Wanted versus Triple X from TNA Turning Point in 2004. That's what they were going to be covering. That'll be next week now. I have no idea who any of those people are. Did I see the Rock return on SmackDown? Ray saying, "Yeah, I just couldn't care less." Well, I could, but I have no interest. I'm Tempted to do a Total Stealer podcast about why I literally have no interest in... Oh, Kevin De Bruyne. So close to scoring then. Doku whipping it in. Kevin De Bruyne volley. Just wide of the right-hand side of the post. Goes on target, that's in. This is why I want Kevin De Bruyne. Like, oh, here you go. Haaland's coming off. I think. Yeah, he's coming off. Kovacic is coming on. Haaland is coming off. Oh, well. End the stream? Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing a Total Stealer podcast about why I just don't care for wrestling full stop. Whether it's AEW or WWE, I just have no... Essentially, it's because it's just so fake to the point of where I can't watch it. It's too staged. It just bores me whenever I see any of it. Well, now it's all down to Tony. We've got 4 minutes plus stoppage time, so let's just say we've got about 10 minutes left of this game. Hodgson had a press conference where he said he was advised to rest Elise, but he said he's not going to listen. Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous. Will MK saying no plans of getting De Bruyne in your team? I can't. I just can't get him in my team because I've already got Walker. And I'm not sacrificing points for the sake of I'm not sacrificing points for the sake of bringing in KDB. I've already got my plan in place, and the only way I could get KDB in is like getting rid of... I'm just going to put on my page here the player that I want in my team for the double/blank, and then I'm going to see what money I've got left over. Add that player there. Yeah, I can't do it. I'd have to get rid of Watkins along with Walker, and then along with, I don't know, Richarlison, and then that would be a -8 just to get in Kevin De Bruyne. Like, it's just not worth it. It really isn't worth it whatsoever to be able to do that. So let's just put De Bruyne in there. It would mean I would only have... Well, it can be done. It can be done. But I'm not personally going to be doing it myself. I'm just going to have to hide behind a couch. I'm talking of which, I want to check over that particular player. Should I just do that move? I need to look at my piece of paper. It was, yeah. It was that particular individual I'd be getting rid of. I actually wrote down some notes, would you believe? Runo, good afternoon. I want in your league, boys, next year. Well, you've got to be making sure you're a regular contributor. It's quite simple, really. Patrick saying wrestling is now more acting than the sport. I used to love it, but after seeing the training, it's somewhat... The training? What's that? Yeah, it's... I always... When I watched... what do you call it? So WWE released the top 10 moments from Royal Rumble. And the first one was like Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso facing one another. And I just was like, it's not even fake. It just looks so staged. I'm like, this is just embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. MK saying Watkins to Adebayo and Foden to De Bruyne for the team. That's ridiculous. I'm getting rid of a player that plays in the blank. No, it's ridiculous. Bruno saying, do I fear his team? No, I couldn't care less. I think Haaland can wait till next game week, I reckon. I don't think he'll punish versus Everton. I think the Jota captaincy versus Burnley. Well, that's my captain this week. Jota will be my captain. I think Jota and Darwin personally are the best captaincy options. But I'm going to be looking at the 5 minutes, what a surprise, of stoppage time. I'm going to be looking at the history. In fact, I could do it now. Between Everton and Man City. Let's just see what the history quickly says. And the history is suggesting, once it loads up, 3-0 to Man City. That's what the history is suggesting. In fact, on 3 occasions, Man City have scored exactly 3 goals. And on another occasion, it ended 5-0, which was on the 23rd of May, 2021. And on that day, once it loads up, it was... God, there's goals everywhere. That's ridiculous. Aguero got 2. De Bruyne got a goal and assist. Fernandinho got 2 assists. Foden got a goal. Jesus got a goal. Sterling and Mahrez got assists on that day. Pickford was in goal. Digne, Godfrey, Keane, Holgate, Decore, Allen, Davies, Sigurdsson. Remember him? Sigurdsson, Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin. Bloody hell, remember them 3 together? They were incredible. Well, the game's going to be coming to an end any minute now. What about ditching Haaland completely now? Runo is saying for Cunha. I wouldn't, if you own him, I wouldn't bother me getting rid of Haaland. That's just, again, it's just ridiculous. Why would you get rid of Haaland, who's got a double game week, just to get De Bruyne in? I mean, again, if you want to do it, but I'd rather have Foden. Well, actually, I'd rather have De Bruyne, Haaland, and a defender. How many goals or assists do you reckon Haaland gets versus Everton? Well, I'd be predicting 3-0 against Everton, and it's then just a case of maybe 2 goals. Matty's saying, I can't believe Kevin De Bruyne is still pressing with the game. Well, that's the kind of player he is. He's an incredible player, sorry. Richarlison captained this game week home to Brighton. Yes, I think that game could be very, very, very good. Scruffy saying, I lost 43 points due to a last minute change. Thanks for live streaming, Steve. Enjoy FPL Juice tomorrow. Well, I'm assuming you're going to be there, Andrew. In fact, make sure that we have an Elite FPL invasion tomorrow for Juice. I do know that when you guys are there, you're there for the whole stream. It's brilliant. Lots of names that I recognise whenever I do occasionally look up and look on the board at the chat going through. to be honest, I don't even know who the person is that's coming in. I generally don't actually have a clue who that person is. I'm 1 point off the top 10,000. 1 point. What? 1 point. That's mental. Cheers, Firetop. Thank you. And that is the end of the game. It's ended 3-1. Which means I'm now top of the Super Brew. Stamped my authority down. Just like that. I've stamped my authority down. It's been done. Happy days. Happy days. 3-1 I predicted. It's ended 3-1. Kevin De Bruyne is going to come through with a bonus point. Annoyingly. But... I don't know how to feel about that. That game was pretty meh. Pretty meh. I wasn't really that blown away by that particular game, to be honest with you. City do what City always do. Get through it. And essentially from an FPL point of view, that has been not too bad. Not too bad. I'd rather, for obvious reasons, wish that Haaland had scored tonight. From a selfish point of view, I wish he'd scored tonight, but unfortunately that's not the case. So, yeah, very frustrating. But anyway. Apparently KDB isn't going to be getting a bonus point. Who's going to get the bonus point then? Who's going to be getting it then? Because I can't... Is it going to be Mopay? Let's have a look quickly, because I want to go to bed now. Mopay. Mopay may be getting a bonus point instead of De Bruyne. That could change in the next 20 minutes. That could get changed in the next 20 minutes. Good to see the variants coming your way this week, Steve. Hopefully it lands on me next week. Look, at the end of the day, I was going to be captaining Watkins, so it could have been even more of a profitable week. Patrick saying, I don't have any Liverpool players. Should I wildcard this week instead of before the double tie and target the Burnley game? Truthfully, yes. I'm predicting Liverpool to win 4 or 5-0. And could be anybody that scores for Liverpool, obviously, but truth be told, if you've not got any Liverpool this week, then I think you could be in a bit of trouble. Could be. But for a player that's doing so well in you, I would be seriously considering hitting the wild card and just basically loading up on triple Man City, triple Liverpool. Where are you in the are you in the Patreon league or something? YouTube chat league? Where are you, Patrick? Which league are you in again? The Patreon league. Yeah, there you are. Ironically, I'm above you. I mean, you couldn't make it up, could you? So you've already got triple Man City. Problems in your team are... Well, you've got Martinez. Oh, I wouldn't worry. Don't wildcard. For God's sake, don't wildcard. I mean, you've got Isaac. Just get rid of him for Darwin. Can you do that? Yeah, there's your answer. Done. Darwin in for Isaac. Done. That's all you need. That's all you need to do. Yeah, there's the answer. Happy days. Right, let's get out of here. I need to get to bed. So as ever, really do appreciate everybody watching, tuning in, all that nonsense. Make sure you're hitting the like button, and if you are brand new around here, hit the subscribe button. It really helps. Tomorrow evening, oh yeah, and also if you want to support the channel financially, you can become a Patreon, either $1.99 just to say thank you for the work you do, or $4.99 where you get additional content. And me and Jason, but I'll be on FPL Juice tomorrow evening from 6 o'clock, so I want to see an Elite FPL invasion again. Other than that, let's get the hell out of here, and I wish you good night.